Heyo, what's going on, everybody? We are back for another episode of IoT Nuggets with IoT Group. I'm Doug Cohen from M10 Social. I am joined by, as usual, my illustrious co-host, Mr. Steve Brummer from IoT Group.
Yes, we both have not been fired yet, Doug. So
No, we're hanging in there. And part of the reason for that is because we keep bringing in esteemed guests like Mr. Johan Lars.
Absolutely, because it's not about you and I. That's for damn sure.
Where would this show be without people like Johan?
No kidding.
And having said that, Johan, thanks for joining us today from Telenor. You can reach Telenor at telenorconnection.com, and Johan is the head of region for the Americas. So thank you for joining us today, Johan. We appreciate it.
All right, thank you, Doug. Good to see you guys. Hey, Steve.
Absolutely. And today we're going to be talking a little bit about Telenor. And Telenor is a leading mobile network operator with global operations and a great offering that we're going to talk about. I'm going to allow Steve and Johan to dive into it a little bit right now. So take it away, gentlemen.
Okay. Thank you very much, Doug. Johan, thank you so much for joining us today. We love having guests that are going to talk a little bit about what's going on in the industry according to you guys. So for those who don't know about Telenor Connection, give us a little bit of a elevator pitch on you guys in North America, globally, why you're here, what do you sell?
Sure. So thanks for having me, Steve. Fun to be a part of this, of course. So Telenor Connection is the IoT hub or center of excellence, if you will, for Telenor Group. So Telenor Group, like Doug said, is a mobile network operator. We're the 6th largest on the planet. And what Telenor Connection really does is we harness the power of that, the whole of Telenor Group, and really sort of package that into an IoT offering that's been really successful for a lot of our customers.
And your strategy for being here in the United States and globally, how does that interact? And where's there a big need in the U.S. markets, according to you?
Yeah, so touched on a couple of good points there, Steve. Really, I mean, at the heart of our offering is a simplicity for a global reach, if you will. So on a larger scale, the Telenor SIM provides access to roughly 500 countries and 200 networks, and it's all supported by a single provider and a single support operation right on our end. So what happens is anybody that wants to deploy globally, they really find a strong partner in us. At the same time, that wide sort of partner network portfolio provides redundancy on a national level. So imagine you have access to all the local networks via single SIM. That provides stability on the radio side. Rather than being tied to a single network, you now have access to multiple networks and all the benefits of that, obviously, both from a coverage perspective, but also uptime, right? And so that global offering and national capability really plays well into North America, as well as any other countries that we operate in.
And many times companies come to the U.S. markets with one person, and the support really is challenging at best. Tell us a little bit about who you have, what do you have, what's your team look like, your resources, your tech support here in North America?
Sure. So from a national or local level, we've got dedicated account managers, sort of boots on the ground in the U.S. to support our North and South American customers. So in terms of the customer engagement, we have people on the ground here. From a technical perspective, we monitor a global solution, right? So we don't do that on individual locations. We have a service operations center that's based in Sweden. That's 24/7, 365, manned by English-speaking network engineers. So these are IoT staffed organization. It's not sort of your traditional telco support. That's very important. We take our support very seriously, and from there we support it technically. So we have the ability to monitor our SIM cards in partner networks around the planet, and that's what these guys do, and they do it really well.
So from an ideal customer for you, is it a channel partner, solution provider, end user, enterprise? Tell us a little bit about who you're trying to go after.
It's all good questions, Steve. So basically, I mean, we provide a global offering, and it's, you know, in a sense very simple, right? So we can work in all those areas. You know, from a U.S. North American perspective, you're talking from myself and the local team, we really exist in one or two ways. Either we sort of started with a company that's grown now into an international deployment, and then they, you know, we take them abroad, if you will. But a lot of times we can also enter at a later stage to say somebody's been very successful nationally or North America and now are finding, you know, the headache that comes along with dealing with, for example, multiple operators in Europe, right? They can go to a single supplier for their international business. So a lot of times we either coexist as the international supplier with the domestic national MNO, which we're happy to do. I mean, these are the network operators here are partners as well, right? Or we're coming in and actually supporting a national deployment. Excuse me.
Excellent.
And we do both very well, I'd say.
Excellent. So how do people get in touch with you?
So I'd invite any of the viewers to log on to our website, telenorconnection.com. You find my contact information there. Feel free to reach out to anybody on the team. And there's also a lot of good customer success stories there. You can dive into it and, you know, read about it.
Well, thank you so much for joining us today and explaining who Telenor Connection is in the United States and around the world. Great information for our viewers, so appreciate your time, sir. Thank you so much.
Thanks for having me, Steve.
No worries. Doug, back to you.
Thank you, gentlemen. Johan, very much appreciated for you to join us today and to provide that great overview of what Telenor is doing. And I like that idea of one SIM, lots of networks, all that redundancy that comes with it. It's a great proposition that you folks bring to the game. And once again, thank you all for tuning in to this episode of IoT Nuggets. Don't forget, bhiotgroup.com is the website to reach out to Steve and John Hubler and the rest of the team at IoT Group to talk about your IoT deployment, how to bring it to market, and also make sure you are connected on LinkedIn and the YouTube channel. And if you are a subject matter expert in the IoT space or you own a company that is playing in that space and you want to join us as a guest on IoT Nuggets, please reach out to us. We'd love to have you, and make sure to link up with Steve at some of these events that are going on around. I know you have one coming up, Steve.
Yeah, we have the Data Transform is next week. And then I have the Industrial IoT show on the 23rd that I'm moderating a panel. And then it's into trade shows, going to Sensors Converge, Mobile World Congress America, and IoT World coming this fall.
Awesome stuff. All right. Well, thank you very much, you guys, and all of you guys and gals tuning in. Join us next time for the next episode of IoT Nuggets. See y'all later.
Excellent. Great day, everybody.
Yeah. Thanks, Doug. Thanks, Steve.
Thank you.